Welcome to RosettaHUB. In this tutorial we will take you on a tour around the RosettaHUB console. When you log into the platform, you are directed to the Overview tab. As you can see, the general perspective is selected, and in our case the selected cloud provider is AWS. The perspective is a RosettaHUB concept. It represents a layout of your dashboard, which is composed of views, which represent cloud governance views, cloud artifacts, single cloud artifacts, custom HTML or web pages. Perspectives can be customized, so you can add views, remove views, or change the layout. You can easily share your perspective with others if needed. You can easily add views from the menu here. Let's add the native images view to our layout. Now we can change its position, just by dragging and dropping it. You can also remove a views from the perspective if needed. Let's remove all the cloud governance views. Now if you click on the plus, it will save your layout as a new perspective. As you can notice here, there are some other control buttons. The arrow will reset your layout to the selected perspective. The eye will allow you to hide or show the filters bar. The information button will hide or show cloud artifacts information that you see when you hover over an icon. And here, you can change the view mode. If you click here, your labs will open in a new view inside your dashboard, otherwise it will open in an external tab. If the link button is on, your perspective will be saved automatically. If you click on the floppy disk, it will save your selected perspective. If you don't own the selected perspective, a new perspective will be created. Now let's have a look at the filters bar. If you click on the plus button, you can create a new artifact in that view. If you click here, you can refresh the view. You have 3 radio buttons to select which artifacts to show: private, shared, public. If you want to show only Ubuntu formations, you can filter by Ubuntu. You can also limit the number of artifacts that you want to retrieve. You have a drop-down menu that gives you more perspectives to work with. Now, let's select the general perspective. On the left side of the layout, you will find your cloud governance views. Under My Details, you'll find your cloud accounts information. If you click on the Go to AWS Console button, you will be directed to the cloud console of your selected cloud account. Now, if you go to My Resources view, here you can find a list of all your cloud resources, like machines, database instances, disks, storage, IP addresses, and more. Under My Costs view, you'll find all the information about your budget and costs. Under Organization Costs you can find the aggregated costs of your selected organization. Under Organization Resources, you can find the aggregated resources of all cloud accounts under that organization, and an estimation of the aggregated hourly cost. Sessions allow you to get labs connectivity information, or connect to them in the browser in one click. Sessions can be easily shared with others for real-time collaboration. Now under the Sessions view, you can find your cloud formations and labs. Each formation, or lab, represents a recipe for creating applications. They are composed of cloud images, keys, SSL certificates, storages, startup scripts, etc. Formations can be launched in one click, and the session related to the formation will appear under Sessions. Machine formations allow you to launch a machine based on any cloud image. Moving to the Docker formations, those are based on Docker images. Here you can find your most useful tools as a data scientist, such as Jupyter Lab, or RStudio. Virtual labs allow you to launch any cloud machine image, and access it in one click through VNC in the browser. Big Data Labs allow you to describe Hadoop and Spark clusters. Once your lab is properly configured, all you have to do is click on it to launch the cluster. You will then be able to connect to the cluster via VNC in the browser. If you right-click on an artifact, you can see all the possible actions that you can take, like launching, cloning, customizing, configuring, and deleting. Please notice that you can find all the artifacts under the left pane too. For example, if we go to the Virtual Labs tab, under the Compute tab, you can view the same artifacts, in a table format. Now, if you select a lab, and press Actions, you'll find all the actions that can be taken on labs. Let's go back to our Overview tab, and continue our tour. In the Bookmarks view, you can save your most used artifacts, to easily access them when needed. Now let's move to the right side. At the top, you can find the different types of the storages that you're going to need. The simple storage drives, map key values stores such as S3 buckets on AWS, or storage buckets on GCP. Network drives represent network file systems, such as EFS on AWS, or GCP file stores. And you'll find cloud disks under the volumes view. Below the storages, you can find the machine images, and the Docker machine images. Machine images, map cloud images, Docker images, are machine images which run Docker containers. They can be easily shared with users, groups, or organizations, cloned, and launched, in a few clicks. By launching an image, a new formation will be created, and you'll have the ability to configure it, and use it as your own. Now as you can see, you have a list of your perspectives in the left pane, however you can only edit them if you select them from the drop-down menu. Let's discover them one by one. In the Budget and Costs perspective, you'll find all the views you need to manage your budget, costs and cloud resources, as well as those of your organizations. The Workspaces and Labs perspective is focused on labs, storages, images, and provides a work environment containing all the necessary cloud abstractions to run a variety of labs and manage your data in the cloud. The Cloud Views perspective contains simple mappings of native cloud artifacts, such as IAM uses, buckets, and images. Thank you for following this tutorial. See you in the next one. Bye for now.